I know what I'm about to do. I'm about to tap into the tapping. What's up? What's up? Y'all know what we getting into real quick. We gonna tap into the stranger things. Yeah, man. I'm probably gonna link up with Tweezy. Try to help Tweezy out a little bit. Get a little understanding of the game and shit. I ain't run on Damn and then one on Berry, but just want to show him a few spots that I fuck with on Berry and a few spots I fuck with on what's the name? But we about to tap into some TikTok. Some motherfucking TikTok. Hold up, Tweezy. Now I gotta do my pregame. I gotta do my motherfucking TikToks. Give me a second. Stop the music, stop the music. Stop the motherfucking music. Alright. Conspiracy theories of 2026. Let me see. Let's go tap into the first day we over there. Tap it in 2026. Most disturbing. Let's tap in. Let's see what's going on, man. With our daily dose of fucking anarchy.
One of the most disturbing 2026 predictions is the silent event. Researchers say that 2026 could trigger a global shift in human perception, something that happens quietly, internally, but affects millions of people at the same time. Not supernatural, psychological. Patterns already hint at it. Shared dreams, matching symbols appearing across cultures, people reporting the same feeling at the same time, like something is calling them or watching them. The theory says that in 2026, that the human subconscious may begin sinking. People may feel strange impulses, random thoughts that aren't their own, or an unexplained sense that something big is coming. Some believe that it's evolution. Others believe that it's global psychological response. And there are others that call it the signal. Whatever it may be, 2026 is going to amplify it. Some theorists believe that this 2026 shift could be linked to the brain's electromagnetic field. If global frequencies change even the slightest, human perception could also change with it. Imagine millions of people suddenly feeling the same thing, the same pressure, the same shift in the atmosphere, all without knowing why.
Man. I'm not sweating my dick off. I refuse. I'm not here to sweat for people. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to sweat for nobody. I'm here to vibe out. And if you want to vibe with me. You know what I mean? Just tap in.
Not to be like a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist, but what if they're not distracting us from the Epstein files? What if the Epstein files are the distraction from everything else that they're doing? let me cook. You know, it's not a secret. We all know that MiNd is a pedophile. Even before he got elected, that has not stopped
It
people
is what it
from
is.
supporting him. I'm pretty sure them knowing that he's in the Epstein file, most of us with common sense have known
It
already.
is what it
That's
is, my
not
brother.
stopping his supporters. They're clearly supporting him for something deeper than that. So that doesn't really feel like enough for them to be distracting us from that. We all
Sorry you
know
falling
what's going
asleep,
on with it.
but
We all know. We don't need to look at it to know
you
that
know,
MiNd is in those
I
files.
don't know what to tell you.
But I
I
just
don't
feel
want to
like
play no
all the
game that make
public
me fall
attention,
asleep.
all
I'm not
the
playing
energy that we're
Battlefield. I
pouring
don't want to
into
play Call of
releasing
Duty
those
right now.
files,
It's boring.
getting them unredacted, and going back and forth with the
I won't even
files,
be here
how
that
many
long.
things have they actually slid under the radar?
If I play Call of Duty, I wouldn't even stream more than 4 hours. I'll be on for like 2 hours, then I leave. Literally, I wouldn't be. I probably wouldn't even stream as much. If I literally played Call of Duty every day, and that was the game I was sticking to, I I would literally would probably stream 3 times a week for about 4 hours max, if that, and then I'll be gone. I probably would literally play like an hour of maybe an hour or two after I done talk bullshit for an hour. You know what I mean? After I done bullshitted with the chat for an hour, I would literally play multiplayer for like an hour, maybe two, maybe an hour and a half. Then I go see if I can get somebody to link up with me for Warzone. Um, Probably play with randoms. Might link up with somebody, and then once I play a couple times, win maybe a game, and then lose the rest of them, I'm gone. And I wouldn't even enjoy myself like that. I don't enjoy it, so I'm not gonna play nothing I don't enjoy. I mean, sorry if y'all don't fuck with the game or you feel though it's boring or whatever like that. I'm not in my PvP mode yet. I'm not there yet to be PvPing everybody, but it's a game I like, and it's a game I like to play, and it interests me, and I be chilling when I'm playing it, and I like it. So if you're looking for that action, you know what I mean, go to them sweats, all them motherfuckers. Watch them. I don't know what to tell y'all. It just is what it is. I'm not forcing myself to play Battlefield. Battlefield puts me to sleep while I'm playing it. Anything I watch will put me to sleep. You know what I mean? Especially if I'm laying down in the bed chilling and whatever the case may be. It definitely will put me to sleep. Battlefield puts me to sleep while I'm playing it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not playing that shit. I don't want to play that shit. That shit is boring.
Since this whole Epstein file list, client list thing has been a thing. Project 2025 is mostly complete. It's more than 50% complete. They've been able to push their agenda through, gut our civil rights, gut our healthcare, gut all of our benefits that most of us pay into. Actually, all of us in some way pay into these things that, sad to say, but we actually are entitled to it because we're working and paying into the system. It just feels like they're not distracting us from the Epstein files. The Epstein files are the distraction. I can tell because with everything that's been going on in the last year, with everything we've lost, with everything that he's done, you guys are not mad enough. And the only thing that's evoking any emotion is the Epstein files. We're so invested in the mess and in the drama, but
Yes.
realistically speaking, what's that going to do? He can't be tried or indicted as a sitting president. We can know the tea, we can know the gossip, but it's not really going to do anything. What about the
Right.
things that he's doing right now that's affecting our
And
day to
another
day?
thing,
Us knowing who's in those Epstein files, we can
and
cancel them, we can
another
boycott them, we
thing,
cannot support them. But how is that?
and another thing, like when the files come out, right, and it say, because it ain't even just about Trump, right? Of course, it just ain't even about Trump, right? So, like for instance, it's just not about Trump, right? Trump not the only motherfucker that was on the island. Trump not the only. I mean, yeah, he the president. But it was other figures and leaders and men of power, money, influence. You know what I'm saying? They all was there. A lot of people was there. You know what I mean? So it ain't just Trump. I don't want them, to be thinking like they don't fuck with Trump neither. Whoever they is, they don't fuck with Trump neither. Right? That being said, my nigga, once them files come out, what's the next step? Are they gonna be prosecuted? Is anybody going to jail for the rest of their life? Are they gonna end up in the jail cell next to Puff? You know what I'm saying? And they messing with minors. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's gonna be the outcome of it all? Like, so I be feeling like the Epstein shit is like a side show. Like, I think it's really just really to make homie look crazy, to make Trump look crazy. Honestly, you know what I mean? Because they don't fuck with dog like that. They don't fuck with homie like that. So that being said, you know, who you know, who cares about the file? Like, is we gonna lock these familiars up? Is we gonna lock them up? If not, what are we doing?
How's that gonna get your grandma health care? Or how's that gonna make sure that your cousin still gets her SNAP benefits? I don't know. Is it just me? Not to be like a 10.
Bunch of bullshit. I'm gonna say, breaking news, January 1st, 2026.
Okay, this is a video you're going to want to bookmark because you're going to want to come back in like a year or two from now and you're going to be like, holy crap, Carl Crusher was right. He was right this whole time. Okay, so this is UFO disclosure for you here. We're going to make a future prediction and you're going to be able to come back here and see that I'm right. So we all know about this new discovery of the pyramids in Giza in Egypt, how there's these columns that go down into these box rooms and there's this big void underneath. They've just been talking about it on the Joe Rogan podcast and everything. And the engineers that are coming up with this radar technology and satellite technology in order to do this they're onto it. And this is a real thing. So keep an eye on the Italian government. But here's the big secret. Down underneath the pyramids of Giza, at the bottom of that is emerald rooms, entire emerald rooms. These are immortality chambers, resurrection chambers, and they were originally occupied in World War II by the Nazis that went down there a long time ago. So they're going to find stuff from the Nazi government and military down there, and they're also going to find entire emerald rooms, just like the Emerald Tablet of Thoth. And down underneath all of that, they're also going to find a giant UFO. They're also going to find a giant library that's down there, a library and a hall of records. The Emerald Tablets of Thoth specifically say that Thoth left his UFO, his spacecraft, underneath the Sphinx and underneath the pyramid. So stay tuned. It's going to be really cool. Okay, this is a video you're going to want to...
It's only going to be cool if they're going to tell us the truth and actually show us this shit. Other than that, it's gonna still continue to be a bunch of bullshit. Like, oh yeah, UFOs, whatever. Yeah. When are we gonna see? You know what I mean? It's still gonna continue to carry. It's gonna still be split down the middle, 50-50. You know what I mean? Until they just start showing it, just putting that shit in our face. But other than that, they not gonna let us in on that shit. They not gonna show us the UFO under the pyramid. They not gonna show us the Ruby Room. You know what I mean? Cause it's too much worth in having information, tech, knowledge, and not giving it to everybody. You know what I mean? The information loses its value once you start telling motherfuckers and showing motherfuckers. But I don't know, like, to me, it's like, shit, like, bring it on at this point. Like, I ain't no fool.
Viral post that's going around. It's been on Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, 4chan, and Godlike Productions.
Don't forget LuNaticOutpost.com. I've got some credible info on there as well.
Okay, LuNaticOutpost.com. But it's gaining a lot of steam, and it's gotten, like, a lot of upvotes on Reddit. There's a bunch of Instagram posts about it that have tens of thousands of likes on it, and it's popping up everywhere. On August 12th, 2026, the world will lose gravity for 7 seconds. NASA knows. They're preparing, but they won't tell us why. November 2024, a secret NASA document titled Project Anchor leaked online. The project's budget is $89 billion,
Oh my God.
and its goal is to survive a 7-second gravitational anomaly expected on August 12, 2026 at 14:33 UTC, 7:33 a.m. Pacific time. In the first 1 to 2 seconds, everything not secured will rise, including people, vehicles, animals. 3 to 4 second time span, objects will continue to rise to 15 to 20 meters. In the 5 to 6 second time span, panic and chaos will ensue as people hit ceilings. And after 7 seconds, gravity returns, everything falls from the height that it's at. The estimated consequences are 40 million deaths from falls, infrastructure destruction, economic collapse that would last over 10 years, and mass panic.
40 million deaths.
It says the reason for this is the intersection of 2 gravitational waves from black holes, predicted in 2019 with a probability of 94.7%. NASA has known about this for 5 years. NASA is building underground bunkers for essential personnel, developing securing systems for buildings. If you want a spot in the bunker, you better be a government leader, a scientist, military personnel, and selected citizens with genetic diversity.
Well, why wouldn't they tell us so we could prepare?
Well, you panic.
Yeah, I think that's part of the theory is they keep it secret because 40 million people dying is better than 8 billion people thinking they're going to die
Yeah,
and freaking out.
which I might agree with that.
I understand the logic.
The leak has been ignored by the media, but an independent physicist confirmed the intersection of gravitational waves. His paper was retracted, and he has since disappeared.
When's this supposed to happen, Eric?
It's August 12th.
August 12th, 2026.
What day of the week is that?
Yeah, look, that's important.
That is a Wednesday. So we'll be in here.
That sucks that it would happen right before football season.
Yeah.
Like, we'd have lasted the entire off season. We got like 3 weeks left for kickoff, and then the Earth loses gravity.
7 seconds?
Yeah, it says that you can follow the civilian survival protocol by staying indoors with a low ceiling, lying on the floor face down, and holding onto something that is secured.
Like, but how does it matter how much something weighs?
Everything's weightless.
Yeah, everything's weightless.
Okay, so the couch is coming right up.
Yeah, you might want to find like a radiator or a pipe.
Maybe a pole outside.
Well, most people will be sleeping by then, right? 7:33. What time would it be us here?
It would be 10:30 a.m. Eastern.
Oh, okay, so that's not good. That's not good.
Also, what a sleeping would be worse.
Most people go sleep. There's no gravity, bro. You going?
Well, I figured if it happens in the middle of the night, what's the big deal? People are sleeping.
Then you're gonna.
My math was wrong. My numbers were
No,
wrong.
but Jerry, here's what you're not understanding. There will be people in the world who are asleep,
Correct.
but that's gonna actually be worse for you, because you're gonna just kind of float up into the air, and then after 7 seconds, you're gonna fall 20 feet and die.
Oh.
I don't know. I think that's the best. It's good if you're indoors, if you're asleep.
Why?
How high are you going to go if you're outside?
Because I think that depending on
Think about it. Now, if I can show y'all my camera right, if I can show y'all my room right, my ceilings is probably what? Maybe 10 feet high, max. If I jump, of course, with my good ankle, but if I jumped in the air, I could touch my ceiling. If I jump, I could touch the ceiling. My ceiling's not that high. I think the best place for everybody to be is in their home. And maybe in the smallest room that they could possibly be in. Maybe a closet. Something like that. Their bathroom. Like something real small where you're not going to go anywhere. I don't suggest being outside. You know what I mean? I don't suggest being outside. I don't suggest you know, being at the top level or going to work that day. Like, but if this is true, and now I'm gonna have to mark this date down on my calendar, August 12th, I'm gonna make sure I'm in the crib. Because if we gonna, you know how long 7 seconds of zero gravity is? And they said NASA knew about this.
how well built your house is, if it's like in the crust of the earth, that house might be able to still stand for 7.3 seconds.
I don't think the house is gonna float away, but you will.
But if you're outside, 7
Okay,
seconds, you go up
I'm not-
thousands of feet
I'm
into
not.
the air.
Wouldn't be thousands. I'm not arguing to be outside. I'm arguing to be alert and awake and strapped down into a chair.
Strapped down in a chair. Yeah. Indoors.
Yeah.
If you're under your covers in your bedroom and you float up 8-9 feet to the
I'm
ceiling.
saying the unconsciousness of being asleep is what is bad for you.
Viral post that's going around. It's
It
been
don't
on
make no
Reddit,
sense.
Facebook,
That don't make no
Twitter.
sense. I would rather be in the bed, in my bed, hovering over my bed and be floating. Cause my house not gonna go nowhere. My house is anchored to the ground. So the best place to be is in the house. August 12th, my nigga. August 12th, I advise everybody to keep y'all asses in the damn house. You know what I mean? Stay in the crib about, about 10 o'clock. Don't plan nothing don't plan nothing early in the morning. Just sleep in on that day. You know what I mean? If you gotta be to work, call them. Tell them you're gonna be running late today. You're not gonna be on time. You know what I mean? You got a doctor's appointment or something like that. But what you might start finding is the people that know about it, fuck around, gonna call out anyway. I think I'm gonna call out that day. If I'm back to work by then, off my surgery and all that, I think I might be late that day. I don't even think I might be coming in. Yeah. All right, moving on. I mean, shit. The fuck? What'd you say? And it's all based on facts and history. All right, come on, let it loose. This is what we're here for. That's why I'm watching this shit. I want to enlighten the minds. I want to talk about other shit than fucking Activision and COD and Battlefield and games and shit. Like, that's the whole purpose of me doing this shit. Was just to enlighten the minds in the conversation of the chat. Whether you believe in this shit or not, it's up to you. I'm not here to convince you, as the title says. I'm not here to convince. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just here to tap that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? See what you think, how you feel. It's all good if you don't believe in none of that shit. Shoot.
Well, allegedly, you may have just celebrated your last Christmas holiday. And why do I say that? Because according to a post by President Donald J. Trump, he stated that this might be our last Merry Christmas. But he's not the only one saying things like that. As a matter of fact, take a look at this.
So,
Listen to
I didn't
this.
think this was true. Check this out. Hey, Alexa, how many days until Christmas 2026?
There aren't any Christmas holidays in 2026.
What did you just hear that I just heard in that video? I thought maybe it's a mistake because there have been some updates to Alexa's operating system, including the new voice. But then I did some digging and research and found a few more videos of individuals asking similar questions and getting similar results. Take a listen to this. Listen.
Alexa, how many days until Thanksgiving 2026? Thanksgiving Day in 2026 is 332 days away, on Thursday, November 26th. Alexa, how many days until Christmas 2026? There aren't any Christmas holidays in 2026.
So did Alexa just say something that she should have not said in the first place? There was also mentions of it by AI and also the President of the United States. So what the heck is actually going on? Is it just a mistake on all parts? Or is there actually something planned or something going to happen? And keep this in the back of your mind. AI is Alexa. Alexa is AI. And it's very difficult to scrub something from AI unless the people that control the AI scrub it themselves. And as far as the statement by President Donald J. Trump, he told everyone to enjoy what might be their last Merry Christmas. So I guess my question to you is,
then two nuclear bombs get dropped in 1945 or something like that. Then two nuclear bombs get dropped or something like that. My nigga.
Any of this sound like a greeting? Or does this sound like some type of warning? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you. Well, allegedly, you may have just celebrated your...
That's that. I don't know if we're gonna have it tomorrow Christmas, but they said that them German engineers and the Nazis, they had some kind of alien tech too. That's why they was building such large weapons and things of that nature. That's what they say. They said that fight was over tech. They said that whole world war was really a fight over tech, and that the Jews was trying to get the tech as well. And basically, you know, USA and, you know, them are one and the same. And they basically, we would just hire guns to get the tech. That's why
I believe
America
almost every
took off the way it
conspiracy
did
theory
in the last,
that we've had in the USA about the deep state and the Luciferians and the satanic
maybe
death
the
cult
last
running the
80, 100
nations
years, we
is
took
actually
off
just the tip of the
so much.
iceberg. When the hearts of all men are laid bare, you're going to see it's thousands and thousands of times worse than you could have even humanly imagined.
My nigga.
Amen. So that's a prophetic word for 2026. It's thousands and
That's
thousands
crazy.
of times worse than
That's
you
crazy.
can humanly imagine.
So they put live, they use live children for the bombing to see the results of the bomb. That's wild. But not not unimaginable. Like I can imagine them doing some shit like that. Like I can see the powers that be, wherever they are, doing shit like that. Over 300,000 children in America alone go missing every year. 300,000. Hey, buddy. I'm talking to the chat, looking at videos. At the crispy edges, boy. You look good, boy.
I think it's fine.
You shouldn't. It's just a haircut. It look nice. You look good. You look good, man. Got your jaws, the curls popping.
Are you touching on the rest?
My bad. I'm sorry. Okay.
Just
Pat it.
no, don't pat it. Just
My nigga, don't touch it at all.
no, just do this.
Okay. Okay, it's nice. You gotta call your dad, UnC.
Only me I can touch.
Okay.
But some so like you touch it, they're just
Okay.
you want to feel a little bit.
Okay, it's nice. I like your haircut. Let's give you one. Hold on, y'all. Let's give one. Nice. I like your cut. All right, let me get back to these people. All right, so let's get back. So, that's wild. And Roswell happened 2 years afterwards. Yo, what's going on, Promise? Just tapping into my other side.
See the corruption coming forth in fact, I believe almost every conspiracy theory that we've had in the USA about the deep state and the Luciferians and the satanic death cult running the nations is actually just the tip of the iceberg. When the hearts of all men are laid bare, you're going to see it's thousands and thousands of times worse than you could have even humanly imagined. Amen. So that's a prophetic word for 2026. It's thousands and thousands of times worse than you can humanly imagine. We see the corruption coming forth in Minnesota now. In fact, I believe almost every conspiracy theory that we've had in the U.S.
I don't know. This the year of the truth. One. We got one. You got one. You got one. All right.
What if hundreds of years never happened? One of the most disturbing timeline theories says entire centuries were added to history to stretch the past and hide a reset that's far more recent than we're told. Look closely and you'll see gaps.
Yeah, I remember I was talking about. Yeah. That John nice. And he just was looking crazy. But y'all remember when I was telling y'all the other day, right, about the gaps? We on a 81. I seen a lady. They got this theory where they on a every 81 years that they every 81 years they do a reset, and they start and they was talking about 1945, and that them two nuclear bombs was a reset. And then all what we do is just start from where we at and then build on that, do a reset, then start from there, and then yeah. I want to hear this.
What if hundreds of years never happened? One of the most disturbing timeline theories says entire centuries were added to history to stretch the past and hide a reset that's far more recent than we're told. Look closely and you'll see gaps. Wars with no infrastructure buildup, advanced architecture appearing overnight, and civilizations supposedly rebuilt from nothing with impossible speed. Calendars were changed repeatedly, Julian to Gregorian, yet no one can clearly account for the lost days, months, and years across cultures. The theory says time wasn't just corrected, it was padded. Because if humanity reset only a few hundred years ago, not thousands, then our sense of progress collapses. We're not late in history, we're early, walking around inside a narrative that's been deliberately stretched to make us feel small, young, and dependent on authority. What if hundreds of years never happened? One of the most disturbing timeline theories says entire centuries were added to history to stretch the past.
What if hundreds of years never happened? Yeah. And the government stopped using them because there was such a big deal made. Yeah. World War II was early 1945. Yeah. I don't know when. I'm just saying that the reset happened in 1945. I don't know if it happened at the beginning, the middle, or the end. I just know it was a reset. Like I feel like September 11th was a soft reset, which basically applied the rules that in the regime that we under now, which is the beginning like of the New World Order, where there's no privacy. They looking in your house, they tapping your phone calls, they watching you, they listening to you and all that. So I think that was a soft reset, and then C-19 was another reset too. It was like they like test runs and shit, like live test runs for something greater. You know what I mean?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
The presidents, and I mean all of them, were still alive. But I wasn't going to just speculate on it. I was going to prove it. Here's Teddy Roosevelt. Here's Robin Williams. And that's both of their wives. And here's Andrew Jackson and his wife. And, well, what if we paired a younger picture with Miss Jackson with Miss Maxwell? Do you think that they might just fit pretty well onto the lips, the nose, and eye placement? And what if this goes back to our very first president and his wife, Martha? Funny how he looks a little more feminine than her. And a subscriber, Samantha, pointed out the resemblance of Glenn Close and George Washington. Funny, Glenn, especially spelled like Glenn Close, G-L-E-N-N. It's a funny name for a girl. You want to see something even funnier? The presidents, and I mean all of them, were still alive. But I wasn't going to just speculate on it. I was going to prove it. Here's Teddy Roosevelt. Here's
Yeah, I heard that the other day too. They say Taylor Swift was really like a fucking 100 years old and shit. That's what they say. That's what they saying. Because they say Taylor Swift, but Taylor Swift is a part of an elite family, and that this elite family, they had a daughter in the family that she was a musician, but y'all notice something about Taylor Swift. She really ain't got no talent. She can't really sing, dance, play an instrument. She really can't do shit. You know what I mean? She really ain't really, you know.
The greatest mysteries in Earth's history will be revealed in 2026. You humans must be prepared for something never before seen in your lives or in your history. You humans are running out of time.
I feel like 2026 is going to be deep. Right. Motherfucker be saying, I'm something wrong with me. Shit. Yeah. You spell Democrat wrong? Shit. Left wing, right wing, they all on the same plane, right? It's all the same bird. Left wing, right wing, you never seen a wing fly this way and a wing fly this way. That wing is attached to one bird, and that bird gonna go in one direction. So it's all make believe. Cause Bobby always gotta pick a side. Like I want to pick the side that's best beneficial to me and to the people. I don't want the side. And then think about voting. You vote. You go out there and vote. They have this mass thing about this whole campaign thing about voting. Then it comes down to a couple motherfuckers in a room in an electoral college, and they still pick the president for you, no matter who you voted for. As a kid, I knew this shit was fucked up. Learning in social studies, like, why would we go out and vote? Why would we be so hyped to vote, and then turn around and your vote really don't mean shit because the electoral college picks the president? Yo, do-rag, what's good with you? Shit. That's Republican on paper.
Released their 2026 plan last week. And my newsletter released today lays out the continuation of their plan from last year. And they are very vocal about the fact that this plan is set in place for the next 250 years. So this isn't about just this generation. What they're planning to do, and mind you, they've already implemented over 75% of last year's. They're planning to make sure that the lives of our children, our children's children, our children's children's children are controlled by them for the next 250 years at minimum. And my newsletter today details exactly how they plan to double down and cause even more of a negative impact on women, especially our youth and marginalized communities. I would advise you to go read the newsletter. If you go to my profile, go to the beacons, scroll past the digital products. The very first oval is the newsletter. It's titled Tuesday, January 13th. And I go into detail exactly the things that they are planning to do. It's worth the read. And then tonight on my Substack, I'll be going live talking to parents about this TEFA voucher here in Texas, the reason why, what it is, the importance of the data that will be compiled for parents applying, even though it makes it seem like it's not for everybody, but it is, and how to use that TEFA, that TEFA money. That's tonight at 7 o'clock live on my Substack, and that's where my newsletter is. So I'll see you then. Release their 2026 plan.
Think about it, think about what each department, each wing do, right? One is more geared to confrontation, war, dealing with, keeping America safe, and then one is strictly about paper, making money, creating revenue, creating infrastructure, economy, economics, you know what I mean? So one run the money and one run the guns. That's how I look at it.
Dude, they literally just restarted the entire search of that missing flight MH370 11 years later. It's 2026. Okay, so this obviously sounds insane, but flight MH370 obviously disappeared in 2014 with 239 people on board. This became one of the biggest known conspiracies on the entire planet that literally everybody knows about. There was no distress call from the plane, there was no wreckage, and there were no black boxes found. It was just gone. As of now, literally the end of December, the search has officially started again. We're talking about it's January 2026, 11 years later, and they are now back in the Indian Ocean scanning the ocean floor with new tech. This time, they're actually going to be using new deep sea robots that can go further, deeper, and way more precisely than anything they've ever tried to use before. The company that's running this entire search right now is only going to get paid if they actually find something, so if they don't find anything, they don't get paid. Investigators are currently believing that the plane is still down there somewhere, and the new search zone is based on updated data that didn't exist back then. Dude, this literally means that this could finally be the moment that we get answers to the biggest known conspiracy that has ever existed. There's no confirmed cause, there's no confirmed crash site, and now a brand new search with brand new tech is happening right now. I'm gonna keep everybody updated as the search keeps going, so you want to make sure you add me, because if they end up finding something, this is gonna be insane. Dude, they literally just restarted the entire...
They be looking for right now. They looking for that motherfucker. Let's type it in this.
Trump made a huge mistake that changed everything, and The Simpsons warned about it years ago. In a forgotten episode, Springfield watches breaking news as the United States takes over Venezuela after President Nicolas Maduro is arrested. At first, it looks like a victory. Flags wave, crowds cheer. Trump promises power, oil, and control. But then the warning begins. America starts pouring money into Venezuela. Jobs, supplies, free fuel, new infrastructure. While back home, shelves empty, prices explode, workers are laid off, the dollar weakens. Lisa points at the TV and whispers, "You can't save another country while abandoning your own." Homer laughs, then stops laughing. Factories close, protests erupt, families argue, the economy cracks. The episode ends with a chilling line on screen. Empires don't fall from enemies, they fall from overreach. Coincidence, or a warning we ignored for too long? Trump made a huge mistake.
Listen to this one. You wanna hear one? You wanna hear one for that ass? Listen to this one, babe.
There's a theory spreading fast that the ancient gods known as the Anunnaki are returning. There's a theory spreading fast that the ancient...
Once you see this one, it's a good one right here.
A viral post that's going around. It's been on Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, 4chan, and Godlike Productions.
Don't forget LuNaticOutpost.com. I've got some credible info on there as well.
Okay, LuNaticOutpost.com. But it's gaining a lot of steam, and it's gotten like a lot of upvotes on Reddit. There's a bunch of Instagram posts about it that have tens of thousands of likes on it, and it's popping up everywhere. On August 12th, 2026, the world will lose gravity for 7 seconds. NASA knows. They're preparing, but they won't tell us why. November 2020, it's been on Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, 4chan, and Godlike Productions.
Don't forget LuNaticOutpost.com. I've got some credible info on there as well.
Okay, LuNaticOutpost.com. But it's gaining a lot of steam, and it's gotten like a lot of upvotes on Reddit. There's a bunch of Instagram posts about it that have tens of thousands of likes on it, and it's popping up everywhere. On August 12th, 2026, the world will lose gravity for 7 seconds. NASA knows. They're preparing, but they won't tell us why. November 2024, a secret NASA document titled Project Anchor leaked online. The project's budget is $89 billion.
Oh my God.
And its goal is to survive a 7-second gravitational anomaly expected on August 12th, 2026 at 14:33 UTC, 7:33 a.m. Pacific time. In the first 1 to 2 seconds, everything not secured will rise, including people, vehicles, animals. 3 to 4 second time span, objects will continue to rise. to 15 to 20 meters. In the 5 to 6 second time span, panic and chaos will ensue as people hit ceilings. And after 7 seconds, gravity returns, everything falls from the height that it's at. The estimated consequences are 40 million deaths from falls, infrastructure destruction, economic collapse that would last over 10 years, and mass panic.
40 million deaths.
Says the reason for this is the intersection of two gravitational waves from black holes, predicted in 2019 with a probability of 94.7%. NASA has known about this for 5 years. NASA is building underground bunkers for essential personnel, developing securing systems for buildings. If you want a spot in the bunker, you better be a government leader, a scientist, military personnel, and selected citizens with genetic diversity.
Well, why wouldn't they tell us so we could prepare?
Well, you panic.
Yeah, I think that's part of the theory is they keep it secret because 40 million people dying is better than 8 billion people thinking.
They said they bloodline. So you remember they were talking about the different. They already got infusing alien DNA with ours already. So that's gonna be the motherfucker that's gonna really go. You gonna have to be a government official, military, or your bloodline, or just you know the bloodline, and also the families that's gonna be there. You know the families.
Bitch, I'm a Russian.
You not gonna make it. We gonna be the fucking our crib.
I'm a Russian though. They gonna go for blood purpose.
You gotta be elite. You gotta be the elites. The elites is gonna be whoever the elites are. I'm just saying, but it's a way to survive it. Just don't take your motherfucking ass outside and go in the smallest closet you can go into, if it's true, and stay your ass in there until it's 7 seconds.
They're gonna die.
Yeah.
And freaking out.
Which I might agree with that.
I understand the logic.
The leak has been ignored by the media, but an independent physicist confirmed the intersection of gravitational waves. His paper was retracted, and he has since disappeared.
When's this supposed to happen, Eric?
It's August 12th?
August 12th, 2026.
What day of the week is that?
Yeah, look, that's important.
That is a Wednesday, so we'll be in here.
That sucks that it would happen right before football season.
Yeah.
Like, we'd have lasted the entire off season. We got like 3 weeks left for kickoff, and then the Earth loses gravity.
7 seconds?
Yeah, it says that you can follow the civilian survival protocol by staying indoors with a low ceiling, lying on the floor face down, and holding onto something that is secured.
Like, but how does it matter how much something weighs?
Everything's weightless.
Yeah, everything's weightless.
Okay, so the couch is coming right up.
Yeah, you might want to find like a radiator or a pipe.
Maybe a pole outside.
Well, most people will be sleeping by then, right? 7:33. What time would it be us here?
It would be 10:30 a.m. Eastern.
Oh, okay, so that's not good. That's not good.
Also, what a sleeping would be worse.
Most people go sleep. There's no gravity, bro. You go.
Well, I figured if it happens in the middle of the night, what's the big deal? People are sleeping.
Then you're gonna.
My math was wrong. My numbers were
No,
wrong.
but Jerry, here's what you're not understanding. There will be people in the world who are asleep.
Correct.
But that's gonna actually be worse for you, because you're gonna just kind of float up into the air, and then after 7 seconds, you're gonna fall 20 feet and die.
Oh,
I don't know. I think that's the best. It's good if you're
not 20 feet in the air.
Why?
How high are you gonna go if you're outside?
Because I think that
So if
depending
I'm
on
floating
how
up there, I hit my
well-built your
ceiling
house
fan,
is,
and
if
then it's over.
like
Boom,
in
it's
the
gonna
crust
fall
of
right
the
back
earth,
on my bed.
that house might be able to still stand for 7.3
You know what I'm saying?
seconds.
I don't think the house is gonna float away, but you will.
The
But if you're
house not gonna
outside,
go nowhere. The house
7
Okay,
seconds
I'm about
you
to
go
take
up
a nap.
thousands of
The
feet.
house is grounded to the ground.
Be thousands. I'm not arguing to be outside. I'm arguing to be alert and awake and strapped down into a chair.
Strapped down in a chair. Yeah, indoors.
Yeah.
If you're under your covers in your bedroom and you float up 8-9 feet to the
I'm
ceiling.
saying the unconsciousness of being asleep is what is bad for you.
Viral post that's
I
going.
think you'll be fine. I think you'll make off better being in your bed and in the house than being. I just know whatever day August 12th is, if I'm back at work, I won't be going there.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I won't be in. I see what's after the fact. But look, since 2000, since the year 2000, you know another movie I like? that Nicolas Cage movie with the Third Kind. I think is it called the Third Kind or something like that? Where the little girl be writing all these numbers and shit down, but the numbers is dates and coordinates and times where major events happen, where a lot of people died and shit, and the alien came down there to get the little girl and the boy because they was like special, like, you know what I mean? They wanted to keep creating humans, so it was like the end of the world, like something catastrophic was about to happen, like a asteroid. That's a good movie. I think it's called The Third Kind or something like that. It's a Nicolas Cage movie. It's dope. All right, let's check this guy out. Not this guy.
I just want y'all to know. There's a theory spreading fast that the ancient gods known as the Anunnaki are returning, and that the Pentagon already knows. Sounds like science fiction, but where did this actually start? Okay, and if you're not familiar with the Anunnaki, they were ancient gods in Sumerian mythology. But in modern, mostly conspiracy circles, they've been reimagined as ancient alien visitors who supposedly came to Earth thousands of years ago. Now, here's the thing. This particular claim, it's not new. It actually traces back a number of years to a guy named Stan Dio, known for his fringe theories. In a podcast, he had said that the buzzword around the Pentagon is the Sumerian gods are returning. And that quote has been recycled ever since. And now it has just resurfaced in a new number of TikToks and podcasts like it's some fresh insider leak. But here's the problem. There's no proof. There's no names. There's no documents, no FOIA requests, anything like that. Not even a second source, just one guy with one quote and a lot of people that are running with it. And not that they would, but the Pentagon hasn't mentioned one thing about this. So is it disinformation? Is it a misread on myth? Or is it there's a theory spreading fast that the ancient gods known as the
man. They be putting so much shit in our face, man. And I think the fact that it is movies and people will kick it like, you know, oh, you're a cuckoo, or you know, you sound crazy, or whatever the case may be. You're like, no, I'm not crazy. I'm actually quite normal. But you know, you're not just gonna keep telling me. You're not gonna tell me that water ain't wet, motherfucker. When I literally get in it and get wet. You're not gonna tell me that. So you're not gonna keep shoving information in my face, and I'm just supposed to be like, oh, whatever, it's some bullshit. Like, everything ain't bullshit. A lot of shit is bullshit, but a lot of shit ain't bullshit. And I think the reason why we don't believe a lot of this shit, that shit like this, whether it's true or not, is because we can't, as human beings, and us living our X amount of years we've been on the planet, us not physically seeing it, but you physically don't see air, you physically don't see oxygen, but you know it's there. You breathe that shit every day. You know it's keeping you, know whatever it is keeping you alive. Some people believe in God. You didn't see God, you ain't talk to God, nothing. You had no reference to even know if God really exists. You know what I mean? But you believe in it. You know what I mean? You believe in it, though. Whether you seen God or not, you believe in it. You believe in the devil. No matter if you seen a red dragon run around this motherfucker with a tail and horns or not. We don't even know God and devil look like that. What I'm just saying is, we believe in a lot of shit we don't see and can't wrap our brain around, but we believe that shit. So it ain't hard to believe, you know, certain shit.
So we can expect civil war in the United States. Then you're gonna have the Americans start to attack Venezuela and possibly other countries in South America. So America is in for a bad time, okay? China, yeah, I mean, Japan and China and India, they're all gonna have conflicts with each other. But also what we should expect is that America starts to embargo China, meaning America uses its sea power to block China from accessing resources from overseas. And China imports most of its oil and a lot of its food. So if there's a blockade of China, you can expect the Chinese economy to really suffer, okay? All right, And then what we can expect to happen is America at some point will go to war with Iran, and this will destroy both countries, okay? Iran will not lose this war, but it won't win this war either, because America is just gonna bomb the crap out of Iran. It's gonna send Iran back decades. But America will lose this war, but this is important because if America loses war, it's forced out of the Middle East. And once it's forced out of the Middle East, all its military assets goes to Israel, which creates the Pax Judaica. Yeah, does that make sense, guys? That's the plan. Okay, now you have Pax Judaica. So we can expect civil war in the United States.
Shit gets deeper, like Denzel said. They said that that's why them planes was going down last year. They said because it was messing with the global GPS and the planes ain't know where they was really at, or where other planes was really at. You seen planes almost crash into each other, just going off the runway, one taking off, one docking. You seen planes landing on highways. You seen planes for real, all kinds of shit, because they said that the GPS, the global GPS that the planes use, it was not is off. So
in 2026 at Easter, what will happen? The star will, the alignment she told me about, that the star of Regulus would be on the horizon.
I am expecting the kids all at the mute. My bad, y'all. Lost a line. Get back to these tunes.
Horizon in front of the Sphinx. At that moment, there'd be a new knowledge. Well, I had no idea if this was even possible, you know. But these astronomers run it through the machines, and it comes out that that star is going to come up on the horizon in Easter of 2026.
Easter of 2026.
I gave them in 2026 at Easter.
What will happen?
The star will, the alignment she told me about, that the star of Regulus would be on the horizon in front of the Sphinx. At that moment, there'd be a new knowledge. Well, I had no idea if this was even possible, you know. But these astronomers run it through the machines, and it comes out that that star is going to come up on the horizon in Easter of 2026.
Easter of 2026.
I gave him a specific time. And it was with Robert Grant that I told him about this alignment and all. And then he's like, oh my God. He's been looking for this ruby. This little ruby you have to find and place it between the walls of the Sphinx to make this event that he knows is going to happen in 2026. I said, Robert, it's not a ruby, it's the star of Regulus. He looks at it, he said, oh my God, it's the King's star. So what's going to happen, I don't know. But I think it's possible that's the return of
Christ.
Yeah.
The moment you've all been waiting for.
This is so thrown out of whack.
What I'm getting ready to say, you need to take it to the Lord in prayer. In 2026, everything is going to change. I mean, everything is going to change. This is not a sugary, sweet word. Nope. time out for that. The world is going to change in 2026. Mark my words. Mark this video. Save it. Do whatever you have to do. 2026 is the start of everything. It's time to repent of your sins. If you have not accepted Christ, if you're not born again, now is the time. You are walking in unforgiveness. If you are walking in bitterness.
I think we need to unplug. I think not to say we shouldn't believe in a higher power or something greater than us. Because they always say or something greater than us. They don't just say, oh, God. Because if you really just believe in God, you just going to say God, period. You know God is greater than us, is God, under definition, right? So you want to say, or something greater than us, you're going to say God. But I think you just need to get your energy right. I think you should try to balance yourself as much as possible. That's what I think. I think you exerting good energy, positive energy, love, that good shit, that good energy. I think you're gonna be all right, because we all sin, we all sinners, no matter how you look at it. So I think it's really about getting your energy right. And if your energy off, you're going to be the one that's going to be fucking zapped to smithereens or not taken or whatever you want to call it. I think it's about really your energy. You know what I mean? I don't know. And maybe those books, but it's just like certain aspects of religion and certain entities in religion is like, They call the Muslims, the guys that blow themselves up, right? They call them extremists. Well, what do you call the ones that's in the Catholic churches that's like, do that seem like it's godly to you? Do this seem like you calling God, or you summoning God, or you summoning something evil? And all the rituals and how many, ediphiles, edophiles, then did shit to kids in this country, and where they go? Over there. They don't go to jail. Think about it. Them people priests and stuff, they don't go to jail. They go hide them in some place where there's a bunch of them at, and that's what they do. You know what I mean? And they get them out the way. They get their lashes and they do some freaky stuff, and they, they frolicking like my man, who said this? Cat Williams. He said he was over there picking little kids up like sunflowers out the ground. Like, I like this one. Like, for real, man. So, it's extremists in that. Blood sacrifices and things of that nature, stuff that we would never understand. So, it's deep. Shit gets deeper.
I dare you to tell me what's your biggest conspiracy theory that you know is 100% true. I could read these all day. I dare you to tell me what's your biggest conspiracy theory that you know is 100%.
Somebody seen Diddy kill Pop. Bro, that shit big as brother.
This is a prophetic warning for the year of 2026. Remember, warnings from the Lord are always a blessing because it prepares you or keeps you in mercy from what God could have done sooner. I had to check myself on this one. The Lord showed me a football field and he says, I'm changing the game. I'm changing the game plan in the...
What if I told you that a man who passed away in 1945 accurately foresaw the events surrounding Donald Trump in 2026? And what if I revealed that this prediction is so astonishing and precise that it will alter your perspective on everything occurring in America today? Stay tuned, because what you're about to learn will profoundly impact you. Edgar Cayce. The mere mention of his name sends chills down the spine of anyone familiar with prophecy. Dubbed the Sleeping Prophet, this humble individual from Kentucky became one of the most extensively documented psychics in history. However, Cayce was not just a carnival fortune teller. He was a devoted Christian, a photographer, and a Sunday school instructor. Yet, when he entered his trance state, he tapped into knowledge that defied all logic. He foresaw world wars, economic downturns, technological innovations, and shifts in the earth, with a precision that continues to astonish researchers today. Between 1901 and 1944, Edgar Cayce provided over 14,000 readings while in a self-induced sleep state. These were not vague forecasts. They were intricate, specific, often medical in nature, and meticulously recorded by stenographers. The Association for Research and Enlightenment in Virginia Beach still maintains these records. Scientists, medical professionals, and researchers have been examining them for years. Before you get totally lost in this mystery, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Interconnected Zone, and consider becoming a member to explore more of these deep prophetic revelations. And hidden within these thousands of readings are prophecies regarding America's future that directly relate to events unfolding right now. Now, here's where it becomes intriguing. Cayce made precise predictions about a period he referred to as the Great Change, a time when America would undergo its most significant trial. He spoke of a leader who would rise during a time of intense division, a figure who would divide the nation like never before. He described economic turmoil, natural calamities, and a moment when the very essence of America would be at stake. Does that ring a bell? However, Cayce took it a step further. He didn't merely foresee general disorder. He detailed a precise sequence of events expected to occur in the mid-2020s. When you compare his readings with today's happenings, the similarities are truly unsettling. He talked about a return, a second coming of a contentious figure. He specifically mentioned the year 2026, linking it to what he referred to as a great reckoning for America. He painted a picture that aligns almost exactly with what many analysts are currently forecasting for Donald Trump's second.
Well, why just America, though? Like, why just us? Like, why can't be the world? Like, I'm pretty sure whatever happened to us is going to affect the whole world, right? I mean, why just us? Like, and I don't think they saying America, like, far as the oppressed people, like, my people. I think it's like the elites. You know what I'm saying? I think the oppressors going to be fine through all this. Through whatever happened, I think the oppressors going to be fine. Whether it's world ending, we gonna be peaceful, going on the other side and making a transition, or whether it's gonna be the collapse of this corrupt ass, entities. I think we're gonna be on the best side of it anyway. You know what I mean? I can't see the oppressed even more oppression and pain. I can't see that.
In turn, let's clarify one thing. Edgar Cayce never referred to Donald Trump directly. How could he? Trump was born in 1946, a year after Cayce passed away. Yet Cayce described archetypes, patterns, and cycles. He discussed America's karma and the lessons the nation would need to learn. He elaborated on a particular kind of leader who would rise during America's darkest times. He referred to him as a builder, someone associated with towers and gold, a person who would vow to restore greatness but would encounter an unprecedented challenge along the way. The reading that captures everyone's interest is number 3976E26. In this 1944 reading, Cayce was questioned about America's future. He talked about the upheavals that were to come, about transformations in the political landscape, and about a period when Americans would scrutinize everything they once held true. He predicted that in the 2020s there would be a shift in the poles. While many take this literally as geological shifts, Casey researchers now believe he was also metaphorically addressing political poles, highlighting the extreme.
That joint cut like that. That was getting good. It was cooking. It was cooking. It was cooking.
Oh, I didn't trying to say that. True.
Let me check something more. I gotta port meeting. I'm stalling too. I'll do that at port meeting.
Say yeah, you do. Push that right to the side. Let's listen.
Tell myself no. Barbaric behavior.
A lot of mystery surrounding this woman right here, Baba Vanga, but her predictions have been precise.
And mystic Baba Vanga.
Listen good, y'all.
The end of the world will begin in 2025.
When she became blind, it is as if her other senses developed to receive messages and information about the future.
The so-called Nostradamus of the Balkans is said to have predicted 9/11 and the war in Ukraine.
American president will fall after being attacked by the steel birds.
While the mystic healer died in 1996, the psychic's followers still await some of the predictions she made before her death. Some reports have claimed that Vanga warned that the world would end in 2023 due to nuclear bioweapons and a solar storm.
North Korea has threatened to detonate a hydrogen bomb over the Pacific. President Putin has ordered Russia's strategic nuclear forces.
Despite all accounts, there are no official recordings of Vanga's premonitions and their veracity.
She was the study of many Bulgarian and Soviet scientists who scientifically started testing her. and interviewing her and the people that she read. And they have found that it is an 80% accuracy.
80% accuracy. That's pretty high. Put your comment in the comment section. Follow for more. Peace.
That's very high. 80%, 80% accuracy rate on predicting the shit that's gonna go on before it happened. 80%. That's very high. That's very high. I'm sorry.
There's a theory spreading fast that the ancient gods known as the Anunnaki are returning, and that You know what? You are right. The real stuff, the black budget, the reverse engineering, maybe even the non-human tech, is all buried underground and in the mountainsides, allegedly. But here's the thing. These hangars, these structures that we're looking at, they might be more than just buildings. There are claims from former contractors and intel guys that some of these hangars have elevators that go deep beneath Groom Lake. And I'm talking about multi-level facilities. One whistleblower said that you could take a freight elevator down like 20 stories into a sub-lab below Papoose Lake. Some reports say that these lower levels are super compartmentalized. For example, engineers don't even know what's happening 2 rooms over. One guy might be working on advanced propulsion, another might be dealing with biologics, and neither one would even know. Back in the 80s and 90s, guys like Bob Lazar claimed S4 was built into a mountain near Groom Lake. And it's not just a theory. Satellite images do show circular depressions and ridges where these entrances... You know what? You are right. The real stuff, the black budget, the reverse engineering, maybe even the non...
Area 54, not Area 51. That's the one that got the shit.
Oh, this is not happening. Remember a couple months back when it was announced that the former Israel chief of space security announced that there was a galactic federation of aliens that exist? Well, update! Well, a couple of days ago, Canada's ex-defense minister announced this, that not only aliens are living among us, but also he had reports of 88 different species of aliens that humans know about. And that the species that currently walk among us are called the Nordic Blondes, which look indistinguishable from humans. Now you might think, what are the chances of that? It's got crazy. Well, I'm gonna just say it, the odds state that that's not impossible. Now, they've come in peace, they're not telling us how to do things. They've accepted that Earth is ours, that we choose how to run our own planet. However, it's always however, they don't like and have expressed their discomfort with our destructive weapons, pollution, and climate change. They've given us a warning. If this shocked you, let me know if you want part 2. Here are even more things you were definitely not.
Too heavy.
We ain't seen the whole video, babe. We might have a different opinion. We might have a different opinion. Yeah, we had to watch the whole shit. He was getting spunky. He was. And all Corey was asking him, like, say something about white men. Like, he was like, white women is the worst women in America. He said, say something about white men. Like, he like, oh, you accept black people or something. He said, whoa, you went all around. Like, he straight didn't say you accept black people.
Ooh, should have stolen another should have been. Look at the girl. Look at the girl. She's like,
she not even supposed to be on there. Corey Humphrey be somebody real thorough and realer than her. She not matching his energy.
She always on there. She the no, I can't have too many real shit. He's enough. He enough. No, I'm saying he's enough for the real. The show won't even be the fuck on. You can have so many wrong motherfuckers on there.
He needs right.
You trying to count him down. It might then roll on too.
Look at it's out.
Yeah. You're not gonna do shit. I would have got him and that nigga walked toward me. And nothing down.
Oh, he was definitely stolen. We put that mic down for a reason. That mic be up. The mic all the way up.
That's where he knew to get up out of here. He said, yeah, let me get up out of here. Because he mean that shit.
He mean that shit.
He might hit me. And I don't want my glasses to break.
So what? How about the drama saga continues about this fucking haircut? So she called Chill and told him all this shit. All my son, but I go get him. And won't let y'all see him no more. Yada, yada, yada.
Hold up, where's my lawyer, man? Oh. Yeah, I knew that, man. That's crazy. Hello? Hey, how you doing? gonna watch a couple more. I'm gonna watch a couple little clips real quick. I gotta handle some business. Then I'll be back. With some art.
How deep down the rabbit hole have you gone? Is it finding out that we don't live here? Well, most people, including myself, when I first came across the fact that we don't live on a spinning ball, thought that was the bottom of the rabbit hole. But there's something else even deeper, that makes everything, and I mean everything, make perfect sense. You see, once you start paying attention even a little bit, it's very clear to see that Satan's running this realm right now. I mean, all you got to do is look at the 666 in all the logos. I mean, they're hidden everywhere. And if it's not that, there's a little serpent tongue or a snake tongue or something satanic. I mean, look at Disney. Look at even Jamba Juice, for crying out loud. Google Chrome and CERN, it's everywhere. Look at the music industry and all their shout at the devil and dressing like the devil and the one eye and literally star of Satan. Look at NASA and all their 666 and all the heliocentric model, literally from the literal sun supposedly traveling at 66,600 miles per hour. And now they changed that because so many people were figuring it out to, it just says 67,000 miles if you look it up, to the curve rate being 0.666 feet per mile. How deep down the rabbit hole have you gone?
Thing is, though,
is it finding out that
they say the earth ain't round? It's pear-shaped. They say it ain't flat neither. It's pear-shaped. More like an oval than round. It's more like an oval, more like a pear. They said, like one side, the top is heavier. The top is wider than the bottom. That's what they say.
All right, we have our answer. The question is, what is the government hiding from us? That's what Representative Anna Paulina Luna is aiming to answer with the announcement today of a newly formed task force named Task Force on the Declassification of Federal Secrets, which she will lead.
It is with profound honor that I have been entrusted by Speaker Mike Johnson and Chairman James Comer to lead the House Oversight Task Force on Declassification of Federal Secrets. Together with the help of the White House, our intelligence allies, the Department of Defense, the Department of Justice, we will be conducting investigations into the following.
This initiative aims to increase government transparency by declassifying documents of significant public interest. The task force will focus on records related to the Kennedys, Dr. King, and UAPs and USOs, that phenomena as well. The House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer appointed Luna to chair this bipartisan effort, emphasizing the need to rebuild public trust through transparency. Representative Luna stated, "It's time to give the Americans the answers they deserve through the relentless pursuit of truth." This is right in line with, all right, we have our answer. The question is, what is the government hiding from us?
The time disclosure is here. All right, y'all, I'm gonna be back in a little bit. I had like 20 minutes or so, half an hour. And I'm pulling up with some art. And I'm gonna link up with my man Tweezy and shit to see what's going on with him. You know what I mean? That was good dosage of the day. You know, good doses of the day, you know what I mean, of the shit.